Welcome to Wisdom of the World. Today I'm going to tell a story from Korea, and it's about when someone has been ungrateful. It is called the green leaf, and it goes like this. Once upon a time, a long time ago in Korea, it rained, it didn't stop raining. And the river that was flowing near the village overflowed eventually. The dikes broke through and a muddy stream took everything away in its path. And then there was an old man rowing his boat against the stream, picking up everybody who he could save. He just couldn't stand to just sit at home while so many people suffered. Now, when he was just about to leave, he saw a little boy also in the muddy river about to drown, and he picked up that boy and put it in his boat. And then there was a deer, and he looked at that deer, and he also pulled that deer with great effort on his boat. And then there was a snake, and he looked carefully, and he saw that the snake was injured. So a snake's not the best companion, but anyhow, he also pulled that snake on board. And then he reached high land, parked his boat, and he let the deer and the snake go. They went their ways. And then there was the little boy. He was an orphan. Nobody left for him. So he adopted him, and he became his adopted son. So they lived together, and all went well for some time. And then all of a sudden, that deer that he had saved came back. And the deer sort of sniffed, put his nose under his face and pulled on his sleeve. And the old man said, you want me to go somewhere, right? So he followed the deer up the mountain. And then at some moment, the deer stopped and for him to catch up. And then there was a cave, and the deer led him into that cave, and he went in there, many holes. And then all of a sudden, he saw a treasure box with silver and gold all overflowing. And he took that box and went back home. And all of a sudden, he was a wealthy man. He bought a big mansion and lots of lands and all around. Now his son also, adopted son, adjusted quick to the new situation. He became pretty lazy, pretty spoiled. And he even started to talk back to his adopted father. And worst of all, at a certain moment, he even started to spread lies about his adopted father. He said, all that money that he got, he didn't get that from that deer. Hello. He stole it from people that were all washed away by the great flood. And he kept spreading that story, the son, and the village, and it also got the ears of the lord of the village. And people believed him. And then he was asked to come for questioning. And he just told the story about the deer and the money, everything. He didn't believe him. And they locked him up in a dungeon. There he sat for a good month or so. Nothing happened. He was waiting for his court case to come. And then there was a bit of a noise, and then there was a snake. He recognized it was the snake. And the snake bit him on his ankles. hurt like anything. And then he just cried and cried. Not only his adopted son was ungrateful, even the snake was ungrateful. But then a little later, the snake came back with a green leaf in its mouth. And the snake held the green leaf against the ankle where he had bitten, just for a little bit. And then the snake left again, and the old man said, what is this? And he also put that leaf good against where he had bitten. And then all the pain went. Even the swelling went down. And the guy, why did the snake do this? And then all of a sudden he heard a commotion outside of his cell. And the guards were saying, oh, terrible, the snake has bitten the wife of the Lord. We don't know what to do. There's no time to call a doctor. And the old man, then realizing what the snake had done, said, hey, I can cure the wife. I can cure snake bites. Well, the guard said no trust in him, but why not give it a try? So he was led to the wife, and he held that same green leaf to the bite of the snake at the woman's ankle. And immediately she was healed. Pain left, the swelling went down. She was better. And the Lord was so grateful, immediately, of course, released him from the dungeon and asked him, what really happened? And again, the old man told the whole story of the flood and how he saved. And then the Lord said, even the snake can be grateful. Yeah? Why can this man, this boy, not be grateful to you? And he said, get that boy. And he put the boy in the dungeon. And then he put, fed the old man, apologized, and put a lot of praise on him. And as a last act, the old man asked the Lord, can you please release my adopted son from prison? And the Lord was so overtaken by the compassion of this old man, and he immediately granted his wish. And then both the old man and the adopted son left the castle to their home. And the son, whose life had been twice saved by the old man, had learned his lesson. From then on, he became a good man, kind. He took care of the old man. And they lived a happy life together. If you have any comments on these stories or suggestions for another one, thank you.